Hi, everybody. So, there was something that occurred to me today, and I thought maybe I need to talk about this. Okay? It's about blow jobs. Blow jobs, oral sex, when women give men oral sex. And there's a lot of misunderstanding about that. And I think that most of the misunderstanding comes from men not appreciating exactly what it takes for a woman to give them a blowjob. They don't understand that. A lot of men talk about how they can give women oral sex or they grab about it. They do enjoy it, but most of them, really talk about how a woman's vagina may smell or that or, stuff like that. Some of them have complaints about that, but they don't see how challenging for us, how challenging it is for women to give oral sex. So I'm going to break it down. This is for guys, and this is for women who have not had the opportunity to air this out of the open. Okay? First of all, guys, you gotta understand that we don't have balls. You have balls, okay? So you have your sexual organ, and you think because it's natural and it's common and is what you're working with, it's not what we're working with. It's not what we're working with at all. So there are a couple of challenges we face when we are giving you guys oral sex. Okay? Number one, the smell. The smell. Men don't understand how their balls smell, how their private area smells. Because think about it. There's no air. It's all in a musty between your thighs, no air. Very sweaty most times, very moisty. What does moist environment mean? Bacteria growth. It doesn't even have to be bad bacteria. It can just be bacteria, period. And what does that lead to? It leads to smell, mustiness. Moist environment leads to growth of bacteria, which may lead to a dank, nasty, a little too musty smell. Okay? So a woman is giving you a blowjob. That is something she's dealing with. Please understand that she's dealing with the smell. Her nose is there. And she's trying to act as if she's not smelling it. She's smelling it. The next thing we deal with is the hair. Do you know how challenging it is to have somebody's pubic hair stuck in your throat at the same time you are giving them a blowjob? And you're trying not to choke at the same time. The smell, the hair in your throat, and something down your throat, which is the penis. A woman is juggling these three things at the same time. She's trying to kind of somehow move that hair out of her throat without coughing and gagging. And why is she trying not to cough and gag? Because she's trying to protect your ego, bro. So you're up in there laying in the chair, having the time of your life, and this woman is having a life and death struggle. And you're not aware. The smell alone is enough to say, you know what, we'll go take a shower and we'll have this and we visit this matter. But a lot of women won't do that because they're trying to protect your ego. You work for 12 hours. Even if you work for 8 hours and you come home and your wife is giving you a blowjob, you should thank her when she's done, because she had to deal with a smell that you can never comprehend, because that thing was in your pants, sitting down, moist. And then, if you're one of those guys who don't shave, your hair is a health hazard that the woman has to navigate through while she's giving you pleasure at the same time, while she's making you feel like a king at the same time. The last is the semen itself. When you guys ejaculate and pour that semen into the woman's mouth, it takes the grace of God for her not to gag. It takes the grace of God for her not to gag or show the emotion of the nastiness of some semen on her face. Why? Because she's trying to protect your ego. See, because a man's semen tells you a lot about the man. Some semen tastes like something they should put to run an engine. Not something that comes out of a human body, or something that should go into a human's body. It tastes like something that is like a chemical that should be put to run a tractor or a caterpillar or maybe a four-wheel or something. That's how acidic and nasty it tastes. That tells you a lot about the state of the man's body, the state of his energy. Because the semen, like a woman's penis, a woman's vaginal smell, should not taste bad. You know, it shouldn't taste like lollipop, but it shouldn't taste like gasoline either. You know, a woman has to put this in her mouth while you're over there having an orgasm. She's having this in her mouth and she's trying not to gag and cough at the same time. And somehow, with grace, she keeps it in her mouth because she can't dare swallow it because she will throw up. She keeps it in her mouth and somehow makes it way into the bathroom and wash her mouth. That is the challenge some of us face when we give you oral sex. But we try to keep it on the DL, you know, to protect you, to protect your ego, so you don't feel bad. So this is me as a woman telling you, okay? You have to keep that area clean. It will be better if you come home and take a shower before you ask your woman to give you oral sex. Okay? It will be way tolerable for her because she don't have to deal with the smell. And then it will also be better if you keep the hair down there low so she don't have to choke on it. And then number 3, when you eat, please understand that whatever you're eating comes out of your semen. The man's semen is a totality of not just what he's putting in his physical body, but the state of his energy. And I think that most women, listen, women, we need to start giving men blowjob before we allow them into our vagina. Simply because we need to taste their semen first before we allow them anywhere near our vagina. Because a man's semen will tell you everything about the man. How healthy he is, how pure and how clean his energy is. A man who sticks his dick in different women has a semen that can kill, and if you put it in the water, you probably poison the whole fish in there. Okay, so you need to understand, man, that when you're going up in there talking about how women's vagina stinks, how giving women oral sex, blah blah blah, understand the challenge a woman faces when she gives you a blowjob. Okay, understand that. So make it easy for us by at least keeping the place clean and shaving the hair down. And then please, understand that what you eat, like I said, comes out of your semen. The responsibility for spiritual growth doesn't just fall on the woman, it falls on the men too. And the woman can tell the state of a man by the taste of his semen. Just like a man can tell the state of a woman by the smell of a vagina. Okay?